Good evening, YouTube. Captain Darren here. My call sign is November 4, Victor Foxtrot Romeo. It is my first time streaming live, and let's have some fun. Alrighty, so what we're going to do today, bear with me, I'm going to show you what I have got here set up. Alright, check this out. I'm going to use my camera, my Note 9, and I can, while using the OBS, what is this called? I forget what they call this. It's the Droid Cam OBS. So I got that here, and I'm going to show you live what my Radio Shack looks like. Here we go. All right. Now here, this is my second shack. I got 2 Radio Shacks at the house. So here we got a MacBook Air. On FT8, I'll be utilizing the Yaesu 991A. Okay. I'm just looking at my focus. Above that, it's the other setup. I have the ICOM 7300 along with the LDG antenna tuner. It's the AT1000 Pro 2. It's an automatic antenna tuner. And what I'm running here on FT8, this is the Dell laptop. I think it's called an Inspiron 14-inch laptop. It has the Intel i3 chip in it. Nothing but ham radio equipment loaded onto that. Going to the right, this is my 1000 watt ACOM HF linear amplifier. Yesterday I bought a 43-inch TV. It's a LED flat screen. That's 43 inches diagonal. Very, very big. So it's cheaper to buy a TV monitor, and it has good quality, good resolution. I'm not using it to watch movies, but I'm using it to display my this equipment right here, or this software. It's a 30-day trial, Ham Radio Deluxe rig control. I really like that. It works really well with what I'm using. Okay, so that's what I have here. The software that I'll be using for the we call it FT8, it's actually this one here. It's the WSJTX, and that's what I'm using for FT8. Okay, back to my main screen. All right, cool. I got three viewers. I'm typing in the chat. Bear with me, guys. Brand new to this, and I'm trying to learn as we go about this. Alrighty. Now this is how I tune up my radios when I'm using FT8. Okay. Alright, so what I do first, on the WJST software, I'll come up here to 40 meters, okay? Set up 40 meters there. While that's set up, I also come to my rig, and it's already, the frequency automatically changes because it's being controlled by Ham Radio Deluxe and WSJT software. So what I do, once I tune up, it'll be ready to go. So I'm just going to tune up my 991A. I got the digital mode. We're using 50 watts of power. And my digital gain is set to 8. All right, cool. So up here, what you're looking at in this area right here, that's the Ham Radio Deluxe. And down here in this area, that's the windows for the activity. On the left side, you can see what's actually being decoded. And on the right side is my receive frequency. Okay. Now, you also have a waterfall. In the waterfall, the red is my transmit. In that little piece of frequency spectrum, and over here is my receive. You can tell that the area is very busy right now. A lot of signals going on. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring up the screen so you can actually see, and I can scroll up and see some of these QSOs. Now, FT8 transmits for 15 seconds and then listens for the 15 seconds. So it alternates 15 listening, 15 seconds to transmit. So right now I'm listening and it's going to decode and populate who's calling CQ or what kind of QSOs are going on. All right, there's a guy, two guys here, or two people are in the USA. And I'm set to 50 watts. Let's take AC2 Ostrich Charlie. I'm going to double click on it and enable my transmitter if I haven't done that. Enable my transmitter. I keep pushing all these buttons here. Toggle it on. Alright, so let's try this one. Alpha Echo 7 Foxtrot Foxtrot. Just double click and you can see right here that I'm already trying to make a contact with him. Okay, now where's the grid tracker? This is awesome tool right here, grid tracker. That's me right here. You can see that red dash. It's going to Arizona. So I'm trying to make a QSO with him. Here's AA or AE7 Foxtrot Foxtrot. Okay, that's who we're trying to raise. And going to my. All right, so he sent me a -12. That's my single report. So what I do is I dismiss that. And then I'm going to look at the QSO window. Alright, so I'm sending him a +1 decibel signal string. And then I'm going to go back to the grid tracker. There you go. And you can see we just finished a QSO. He copied my signal report. He gave me a Roger, Roger, Roger. And I'm going to, oops, I moved it. Let me undo the move, okay? And then I'm going to dismiss. And then I'll go in my logbook. I'm going to click OK, and you'll see his name pop up in the logbook. There it is. All right, so we're on 40 meters, and I made a good QSO with AE7 Foxtrot. That's how FTA works. It's click here, click there, click here, and then you're done. You don't really get to talk. You say, hey, how's the weather? You just exchange signal reports and then you move on. All right, looking at Mike. Hello, Mike. KD2SXD. Captain Darren. Yeah, man, I remember you. Man, Grid Tracker is great. It's awesome. Here, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience. Open widget. All right. Sorry about that. If my streaming is slow, it's probably the connectivity. So, who knows? I got a laptop that I bought, maybe like $400. It's very, very cheap. Got it working with the ham radio equipment that I'm using. Okay, now let's go back to my WSJT website here. Well, not a website, it's a Windows page. I'm going to enable my transmit. Well, not yet. Let's take a look in some QSOs. Here's Belgium. You know, I'm only running 50 watts. Let's see if I can reach Belgium with 50 watts. So what I do is I'll just double click on it. If it doesn't turn on my transmitter, I go ahead and enable it. Now I got me calling CQ. I don't want to be calling CQ right now. I'm going to double click on Belgium. Right now it's listening. The next 15 seconds I should be transmitting. Double click. So that's weird. See his call sign, it's I don't know what you call that call sign. It's like weird. 005 Zulu, and then it gets J021. Let me just halt the transmission. Let's go find a. Here's Venezuela. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can connect to Venezuela. Yankee Victor 5 November Romeo. All right. So the one on the right, that's my receiving frequency. This is my what I can look at the QSOs. So here's me. I'm calling Yankee Victor 5 November Romeo stroke Papa, and I'm calling him with 50 watts of power. So if I don't work them, maybe the propagation isn't working right, or maybe I just need to increase my power. I got 50 watts going on, and right now I don't see much activity. I'm going to bump it up to 75 watts. Okay, there's 75 watts of power on my 991. And you can see right up here, you can see the power I'm transmitting here, power out here. It doesn't actually, on the ham radio deluxe, it doesn't actually show you the power output or what your power setting is hooked up to. Negative contact, let's just going to halt that TX. Let's go all 100 watts of power. Okay, I'm set 200 watts of power. Alright, this is my grid tracker. If y'all haven't used grid tracker, you should use it with digital mode. It's awesome. Okay, now let's take a look at my main window here, my main display, so we can see my mug. Alrighty. Let's. There's negative contact with these guys here, so I'm waiting for the next decode. My neighbor's dog is barking like crazy. It's just echoing in the house. There's Belgium again. Let's try Belgium, or we'll try. Let's try this guy. Whiskey 6 Echo Bravo Delta. Double click on that, and it should enable my transmitter, which it did. I don't know if y'all can hear the dogs, but it's pretty loud here. And Mike, I'm reading your post here. It says, yeah, froze a little, but it's back now. I usually do about 3 or 4 passes before I scrap trying to call someone. Yeah, that's what I experience. Or what you can do, Mike, you can probably just answer a CQ, go get yourself a cup of coffee or some soda, make a sandwich, and come back, and you get a Q cell already done. Okay. All right, so I'm trying to call Whiskey 6 Echo Bravo Delta. I haven't got any response back. Pushing at 100 watts right now. I'm looking at my, if there's an SWR, 1.3 or 121, something like that. Pushing 75 watts, no? Yeah, 100 watts. All right, the 1, 2, 3, 3 passes. He hadn't come back. So how I stopped the transmitting? I just halt transmit. Just push that button, halt TX. You know what? After I halted TX, he comes back and sends me a -9. Let me show you that grid tracker. There you go. See, I get an alert. I'll dismiss that and I'll re-enable my transmit, and I'll double click on the QSO that we just did. So oops, click on that. Next step is waiting for a Roger or 73. Bring up grid tracker back. There's a Roger 73s. Okay, I got a Q. So next thing is I'm going to show you my logbook here. Ham Radio Deluxe logbook. That's a Zulu time. And I'm going to click on the OK. You're going to see his call sign Whiskey 6 Echo Bravo Delta populate. There it is. Supposedly, the Ham Radio Deluxe can forward all your contacts to QRZ, and I haven't found it to work yet. So what I have to do, I would have to download the ADIF file and send it to QRZ. It only takes a few seconds, and then it populates the QRZ with all my FT8 contacts. Let's take a look and see who else is out there. Okay, I got it listening. Check out the waterfall again. It's just packed, but then I don't see a whole lot of communication. Here we go. Venezuela. Double click on Venezuela. Let's see if that transmitter enables. Yes, it does. Yeah, you're always looking at me and looking up, and man, that monitor is huge. I tell you what, that monitor is huge. It has a lot of real estate. I know it's kind of blurry. It has a lot of real estate. See, I got the Ham Radio Deluxe. I got the grid tracker up there. I got my WSJT, my Ham Radio Deluxe logbook, and the Spectrum waterfall. Oh, there's Cuba. Let me show you that. There's Cuba on there. Let's try to make a contact with Cuba. All right, double click on that. His call sign in Cuba is Charlie Oscar 6, Kilo Victor Alpha. Right there is my response. I'm trying to raise him right now. He's calling CQ. I'm pushing at 100 watts. I'm transmitting right now. Digital gain is set to 8. Let's see if we can pull him out of the weeds. Y'all don't know how FT8 sounds like, but this is how it sounds like. Bunch of digital frequency shift keying. Okay, now my transmitter is transmitting. There's Argentina. You look up there. There's Argentina. There's Canada. I'm back to the chat. Let's see here. Mike saying, just enabled it right back. You can do that from Grid Tracker at send to QRM. Send to QRM. Isn't QRM like interference? I'll try. Oh, QRZ. I got you. The next line, Mike, you said QRZ. All right, you can send to lots W, QRZ, EQSL, and HRD log and more at once. All right, Mike, I'm going to take a look at that. Very good. This is fun stuff, man. Sometimes I'll be doing this till 4 in the morning and getting no sleep like I did last night. Just playing. Well, actually, when I bought the monitor is cheap. It's like budget. I forget how much it costs. Just here, just put it on a credit card. It's a TCL monitor. That's what I got. 43-inch, and it just fits right there, perfect. It's a little high, but you know, if I brought it down, it'd be perfect. It's a little high, but the stuff I look most is straight dead on, straight ahead, and that's the WSJX, or tongue twister, WSJT. Nothing yet. I'm still trying to erase Cuba, and nothing's come along. Let's just halt that transmitter. Alright, Argentina. Let's try Argentina. I thought the FT8 was supposed to be like low power usage, low digital gain, but I'm blasting it right now, 100 watts. It's like you're trying to fit through the, trying to bust through a pileup with all the power you want. But I think because of the frequencies are sliced like small little chunks of hertz. I mean, you don't have to use a lot of power. And propagation, if it works that way, then you don't really need a whole lot of power. Okay, I'm going to bring down the power down to about 75 watts. So Argentina, call sign Lima Uniform 8, Victor Lima Echo. This is November 4, Victor Foxtrot Romeo with my grid square of Echo Mike 90. Come back. 1, 2, 3. I brought the power down to 75 watts, so it's listening right now. If I don't hear anything, I'm just going to cancel. Cancel. Alright. Let's try this guy, KA4JRY. He's in USA. Let's see if we can raise him. I worked at Cuba a few times. Let's look at my logbook. Here's some of the QSOs that I had. There's a cube right here on the 27th. There's some more Cuba here. That's on the 26th. And another Cuba here on the 26th. Probably the same call sign. Probably maybe I worked them twice. What you can do with log, HRD logbook, you can just double click on the call sign, and let's see if it works. And it tells you if you worked that station, how many times you worked them. Okay, in this station I worked him once. I don't know, you can't see it, it's just another pop-up window. It's not being displayed. Alright, so K4JRY. I've already tried 1, 2, 3, 4 times. SWR looks good. I'm just looking at my radio, make sure I don't have high SWRs going off tune. Alright, so no luck there. So what I need to do, let's try go on 40 meters. Oh, I am 40 meters. Let's try 20 meters. So this is what I do. I go halt transmit. Alright. I come over here to my slider, and I'm going to click drop down 20 meters. Okay. Hey, before I tune up, I got 2 radios here, and you have to be very careful. Oh man, focus is out of focus. Sorry about that, guys. It's like I'm going to need some glasses. Jeez Louise. Okay, what? Anyways, looking through these 2 radios here, they're both on 20 meters. All right. So what I'm going to do, since they're both on 20 meters, I don't want to overload the receiver on my ICOM 7300, so I just shut it down. All right. So while that's shut down, now I can tune. I'm tuning up on 20 meters right now. Okay, done. So I'm pushing 75 watts of power. I tuned it up. 1 click. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. So 1 click erases the your receive side, and then 2 clicks erases the band activity. Oh, here we go. Busy today. There's Canada. Let's try Canada. Just double click on Canada. Wow, that's fast. So grid tracker. KD2, oh there you go. KD2 SDX. He's making contact with me. You're following me on 20 meters? Where you at? Just double click on you. Oh man. That was funny. Alright, I'm back to the chat. Alright, so okay. Might you use 35 watts? Oh, dang. Yeah, I got you. That was funny. It's like, hey, I didn't even call him. I thought something popped up that was red. And I said, man, that was a fast QS. So I just clicked, and then all of a sudden, he just popped in there. All right, cool. Going back to my screen here. I'm using if you guys are interested, I'm using the old Comet dummy load CHA 250 My other radio, the Yaesu FT101, that's using the 05 antenna. All right, let's take a look. See if we made contact with Mike. And where you at, Mike? I get an acknowledgement from VE6 Bravo Tango Charlie. That's that earlier Canada station. There you go. You can see the whole United States and some part of Canada. KD2SD or SXD, where you at? I'm trying to connect with you. Okay, I copied you as a -8 dB. Right there. Bring up grid tracker. All right, Mike, I got you. KD2SXD +6. All right, I dismissed. All right, can we look at that logbook? Watch that logbook populate. Bam. Nice QSO with you. That's how it works. And he says 73s. Well, that was fun. I'm only using 75 watts of power. I'm using the Comet CH250. Alright, this Whiskey 2 Delta X-Ray Delta. Double click on him. Man, my computer is so slow I can't even type on chat. Might have to invest in a what do you call it? Windows base station base. What do they call those things? Towers or not something that's not too big. And that costs money again. Ham radio is like very expensive, but it's fun. But I get to play with it a little at a time. Sometimes, mostly I'm working, and I don't have time to, carry HT and get on 2-meter simplex and call CQ Aeronautical Mobile. This is N4 VFR Aeronautical Mobile. I did it a few times, but then it just makes my bag heavy, and might get a risk of losing that HT. All right. Let's take a look at what's going on again at WSJT. Here's N7TPR. N7TPR in the USA. Evan 7 land. I wonder if they're still jamming. One of the ham operators, his name is Alex, down in South Florida. I follow him when I have a chance to watch some of his YouTube. He's the one who got me started. I think his call sign was HU. Dang, I forgot his call sign. I know it's number 7 HU because I guess he got it from Seven Land. So let me look up his call sign. 7HU. Alex is Whiskey 7 Hotel Uniform. Yeah, look at his YouTube channel. He's the one who got me started into this live streaming and work with voice. Basically, he does voice, but right now I started off easy using Ham Radio Deluxe and using this FT8. So I'm new to FT8, and when I go to bed, sometimes I put on the Whisper and operate a Whisper. So that's kind of fun to use. Oh, there's Puerto Rico. And I never did get a response from those guys. All right, so I'm gonna halt to transmit. Let's try your halt. Raise Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico call sign November Papa 3 Delta Mike. Trying to get some Puerto Rico. It's hard to believe, man. I've been doing this for 37 minutes. It doesn't feel that long. Alright, Puerto Rico. It's trying. I'm only pushing 75 watts. So FT8, do you just click on a call sign, walk away, come back, get a QSO done? Airplane water. Three times. No go. Hold my transmit. Hey, let's try a different band. Well, no. Someone just came back. Enable my transmitter. I just got an alert from November Papa 3 Delta Mike. My signal's +1 dB. Pushing 75 watts here. So I'm going to dismiss that. And then I sent him -18. Okay, I'm back to the chat window on the my tab on the web browser. I'm reading you. My setup is nice. I click OK. I just got a 73 from Puerto Rico. Let me just acknowledge that. Mike said, my setup is nice. I click OK to log. It goes to log4om. Then log4om sends it out to everywhere else like yours at log 4OM. I tried that, but I think it was a lot of stuff to set up. It's kind of busy. And Mike's also said that a couple of New Zealand on 20 meters tonight. And then when I was talking about Alex, yeah, you know Alex. Yeah, he's up every day pretty much. Whiskey 7 hotel uniform. Yeah, I emailed him and he called me back and he said he can show me how to set up live streaming, but I didn't want to bother him. You know, I learned everything on YouTube. YouTube's your, you can learn how to cook on YouTube. Like I cooked some spare ribs today. I did it 5 hours. And I sent you a Facebook friend request. Oh yeah, send me some Facebook friends. You can actually see my family and places I traveled to and so on. All right, there's where's my mouse at? All right, I just saw Trinidad Tobago. Double click. just double click. Hey, there's Fiji. There's Mexico. I know you can see it right there. I'm wearing glasses and I can see it on the little small print. That's what I like about this OBX Studios. It's free, and I can show you the actual window of my QSO window. And I just figured this out the other day. I said, well, you know, why can't I just use a camera to record? Because I have what do you call this? The cameras that I use to make YouTube videos. I have it here. I'll show it to you. It's this right here. This is an old Canon. This is what I use to make YouTube videos with. And little Joby tripod. Yeah, that's my setup here. The second shack, another place to hang out. The one in my bedroom is nice too. All right, so there's my radios turned off. Like I told you, you don't want to be operating two radios on the same band, and especially when you're putting out a lot of power or 1,000 watts. Puerto Rico hasn't responded. We'll just halt that transmission. See who else is out there. You know, I'm responding to CQs. Why don't I send a CQ? So let me try that. I'm not sure how to do that. I think I'll do call first. I'm not sure. I'm new to this FT8 and I finally got it working. Before I call CQ, I'm gonna bring out the other camera phone. The camera that I'm using here, it's the camera that's on the laptop. So I have my Note 9 camera right here. So check this out. I'm not gonna give you the infinity screen. I'm gonna point it down at an angle. So I have a COM port on this side. It communicates well. I tested the FT8. The CAT tested. It transmit tested. However, the power output, it was not transmitting at all. Even though the rig transmit light turned red, there was no power output. So that COM port didn't work. So I had to use the other COM port, excuse me, this one here. And this one works. So what I did, because this airplane, I always talk about airplanes since I'm a pilot. This laptop only has 2 USB ports. So what I did was I took this USB, put it down, and I had an old USB hub right there. Here's that camera. Still on? Yeah. So I have a capture card. I could put another input camera. This is my Bluetooth for my mouse, and this is an adapter, so I can correct hardline or a Cat5 cable to my router or Wi-Fi. That's located over here on this side. Here's my Wi-Fi. It's actually an extender. I'm using it to extend. Okay, I've been broadcasting for 45 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and send a CQ. So I got CQ, enable my transmit. Oh, wrong one, wrong screen. Enable my transmitter. Here it is. It's receiving right now. 4 more seconds and then I should be transmitting. Okay, I'm transmitting now. Here's my CQ call. There's Fiji again. 3 Delta 2 Uniform Sierra Uniform. Dang, I don't know why their call sign is so dang long. Another thing, when you're live streaming, I found out, you don't want to have this picture all the time. That's why when you're changing to grid tracker screen or using a phone camera, I think it would help keep the viewers engaged, make it more fun for me and for you guys. I think I need another monitor so I could just have another monitor just for chat. Or maybe how can I do this? Make sure, Mike says, make sure your auto sequence and call first is checked. Let's double check. Okay, the call first wasn't, the auto sequence was. Sometimes I turn off the call first. Alright, I have 3 CQs and nobody wants to talk to N4 VFR. Look at all those people. Look at all the activity on the net. Check out the waterfall. It's just busy. Wow. All right. No one's coming back. Oh, we got one. We got a Victor Echo 7 ACU. All right, so he sends me I don't know what this is, a without DO. Let me show you. I haven't clicked OK yet on the grid tracker. Now it went to DM14. But it had D0 or DO00. I don't know what that meant. Right there. D is AC. I got 2 guys returning my CQ call. DO00 and then Kilo Foxtrot 6 Victor Hotel X-ray. Let me see how this works. 2 people responding on the QSO. I'm surprised how this little cheap laptop is working. You saw my display, the 43-inch. I got all those windows open. I'm processing videos, live streaming, and it's going to YouTube. I'm looking at my CPU usage, it says 24.9% is being used. So it is a little slow. I wonder if that caused a problem with the frozen pictures. All right, so we have an acknowledgement from Victor Echo 7 Alpha Charlie Uniform. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click OK, and then you'll see his log populate in my logbook. There it is. Oh, Canada. Okay, Mike says that's the grid square from they're calling from. Ah, I gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. What I was looking for was probably a report. I was out of sequence. I'm gonna make a one more call and reply, and then I'm gonna hit my sack. Man, I'm tired. I'm gonna have to mow the lawn tomorrow morning before it gets hot. All right. Let's go ahead and enable the transmitter. We got a couple here. This is another Canada, 6 Land, California, Kilo 6 Lima Sierra. I'm pushing 75 watts. Let's get California. All right, K6LS, do you copy? And 4 VFR. Over. The next thing I'm going to invest is probably the interface. Let's take a look at this camera. I want to interface good audio, better audio when I'm doing these. For example, this here is a microphone that ICM, I think. It's made by Heil, and it's made for ICOM radios, and that's for my 7300. It's nighttime. I got the lights up ahead shining down on me. All right, no response from California area. Let's transmit it one more time. If no response, I want to halt the transmission. There, stop the transmission. At Puerto Rico, Canada, 20 meters. I need to make one more contact so I can go to bed. W5GA, Whiskey 5, Georgia, GA, or General Aviation. I'm calling him to see if he can hear me. 75 watts of power. Digital gain is set to 8. Nothing yet. Oh, there's where he's at. Give it one more shot, one more go around. Mike's tired, and he went to the beach Sunday. What is it? I need my glasses here. He went to the beach on Sunday and he brought my off-grid setup, worked some stations while on the beach. Be careful not to drop the radio in the water, salt water. All right, let's take a look at grid tracker. W5GA just responded with a -3 dB on the signal report. And then I should be getting, my signal to him is -10. In a few seconds, I should get a 73s back to the grid tracker. Should be getting a 73 response from W5GA. And this is FT8. It's pretty fun. I mean, you can be up here all night long playing with it. There's Mexico, Puerto Rico. Check it out. Mexico, Puerto Rico, another California station. And 20 meters is open. But for some reason, I'm having a hard time getting some stations. Try 4 or 5 times. Okay, I got a Roger 73s from that guy. There you go. Roger 73s. And that's in my logbook. Well, guys, I want to say 73s. Hey, thanks, Mike, for sticking around with me. KD2SXD and FTFR. I want to say 73s to you. Till next time. I appreciate learning experience, even though you're probably the only one watching it, Mike. Well, anyways, 73s, everyone. My name is Captain Darren. My call sign November 4, Victor, Foxtrot, Romeo. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my videos. This is my first live streaming. I've been streaming like right now for 58 minutes, and it doesn't seem that long when I'm talking a lot. And I'm trying to make things better on the YouTube platform. 73s. Have a great evening. Good morning. Have a cup of coffee. See ya. Captain Darren out.